Yes, what you guys see in the title of this video is 100% true. I did make $30,000 trading with FTMO, and in this video, I'm gonna explain to you some of the stuff that has happened to me in this year leading up to that. I made $30,000 trading with FTMO in 1 month.
Where you can remotely manage your own FTMO account. And that is why we have Usman here. Because Usman is an excellent trader. He currently has 2 FTMO accounts with $100,000, so right now $200,000. And he had a profit from previous period of $17,000, and on the second account $13,000. This is great, amazing. So he's trading right now on 2 accounts, and I cannot wait to hear how does he trade on each of them.
I was able to quit my job. I got interviewed by FTMO. I got up to $500,000 in funding with different prop firms and took out about 6 figures in payouts this year alone. So I just kind of want to give a little bit of backstory of how that all came about, how it happened from me going to blowing accounts every single day, every single week, blowing challenges to, me being in this position right now. And then lastly, if you stick around till the end of the video, what I'm going to be doing is I want to be able to share my strategy with you guys. So at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to share my strategy. It's going to be absolutely 100% free. It's going to be shared right here on YouTube. So please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when I do share it. And at the end of the video, I'm just going to kind of break down how I'm going to be releasing those videos, because I am going to release them in a couple of different parts. So stick with me till then, but for now I'm just going to quickly give you guys a little backstory of how we got here. Okay, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time before we jump into my computer and look at some of these account metrics and some of the things that I talked about in the start. But I just want to quickly give you a little backstory about what has happened this year. So some of the main things that I was able to achieve this year from last year, last year at this same time, today's Halloween, October 31st, okay? Probably the same time last year, around the same time, I was going through a really terrible period with my trading, man. I could not make money to save my life. I was blowing accounts every single week. My personal accounts getting blowing challenges. I think I did like 3 challenges last fall during November, December period. And man, I was just struggling. It was just a fucking tough time. I was hopping from strategy to strategy. Nothing was working. I was a total wreck. So January 1st, 2021, man, I was so upset that day. I remember I was sitting, right at this table here. I didn't have this big ass monitor at that time. I was sitting right here in this room, man. And I had a notebook here, and on that notebook, I wrote down 3 goals for 2021 that I wanted to come true, which basically did come true. And I actually made a desktop background that I had put on my computer for the whole year. Up until August, I had it on my computer. I'll throw it up on the screen. And basically the 3 things that I wrote down, number 1 was that I wanted a 70% accuracy win rate with my strategy. At that time, I was trading a Fibonacci strategy, and to make money with that shit strategy was that you had to win all the fucking time, which is really hard to do. That kind of whatever, that's irrelevant at this point. But the 2 other things that I had wrote down, the second thing I wrote down was that I wanted $300,000 funding with FTMO, and I wanted to make a certain amount of withdrawals a month. And that one, I didn't know at that time if that was gonna come true or how it was gonna come true. But I basically smashed that goal, because in July, in March I got my first funded account, 100K. In April I got 200K, and then in June I was able to get my 4th 100K account, making a total of $400,000 total. So I was able to check that off my list, which was crazy. I never thought in a million years that would come true. But the third one was the real one, man. This one I never thought would come true. This was like a struggle. Any one of you guys, who works full time, who has a job, if you don't fucking love your job, man, you know what I'm talking about, okay? If you love your job, more power to you. But for majority of us that don't or didn't like our job, like I didn't fucking like my job at all. It was okay. It was a great place to work. There were some nice people, but if slaving away 8 hours doing something that you don't want to do when all you really want to do is just trade, the only thing you're really gonna want to do is to trade full time. And it's a dream for like everybody to come true. So the third thing on that list was I wanted to be able to quit my job and trade full time and I think I wrote like, I don't need to work for anybody or something like that. It'll be up on the screen somewhere here. And that fucking came true, you know. Trading allowed me to do a lot of crazy things this year that I wouldn't be able to do had I not been, you know, in this position, you know. So just one of the things was in this summer I traveled down to Bolivia, South America, a country I would never go to for any reason. But one of my trader friends lived there, and so we went down, you know, we had a really great time, spent a lot of money. And I came back from that trip and I had an email from my boss the Monday morning I got back. And it just read, you know, we need to meet. There's some things that, you know, you're really behind on. We need to discuss these things. This is unacceptable. And you know, we need to have a meeting at 10 a.m. or whatever. And it was like fucking 9:30, okay? And I just got back from my trip and I was like, you know what, man? I don't need this job. I don't need this fucking job. I don't need this small amount of money that they give me every single month just to get by on, when I know I can trade, I know I have a good strategy, I'm funded, I'm making money from trading. Like, why not just focus on what I'm good at, what I want to do with my life, right? So at like 9:50, I sent an email to my boss basically saying that I'm resigning from the job, and if you guys need help hiring somebody else, I'll be here to help you guys out. And I basically just quit that job. And right after that, at the end of the month, that's kind of when Peter reached out to me about the interview for FTMO. And ever since then, you know, doing the interview, I've gotten a couple more big payouts. I have actually blown some FTMO accounts, which I'm going to show you guys everything, you know, transparent. You know, some of the accounts that I blew, some of the profits that I made, some other funding companies that I did go with, and you know, what I think about them, stuff like that. So what we'll do is we'll quickly just jump into my computer and we'll just go over some of the account metrics, some of the things that I accomplished this year. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my strategy and how you can get that strategy, okay? So let's hop into the computer. Okay, we are in my computer. A couple of things I wanna show you guys that I said I would, right? First thing first, how, you know, I'm gonna show you some of my FTMO accounts, my Forex funds, things like that. But, you know, regarding my interview, why I got interviewed, this is the email that Peter has sent me back in, I believe, end of August. And it reads, Dear Usman, you are one of our exemplary FTMO traders on our platform. We must congratulate you on your very successful month. You are certainly a professional trader with remarkable skills, and we are happy to have you on our team of FTMO traders. Regarding your success, we would be delighted, and our followers and subscribers would be fascinated to listen to your story. We would be very grateful to hear from you about your profound knowledge of Forex trading. Your abilities would greatly inspire many among us. Would that be possible for you to manage your schedule and plan and record an FTMO online interview? Now, actually, my response to this was, I actually said, somewhere here, I said I would not like to actually do the interview. I basically said I don't want to do the interview. And at the time, you know, I was just having a rough month. But anyways, Peter had pushed me for the interview, so I ended up doing it. That was when I made that $30,000. Now, we have come to my client area in FTMO. My name's right up there. And yeah, very honestly, I'll be honest, many of the original accounts that I had earlier on in this year, I had a really bad month in August. You know, I was traveling. I wasn't really paying attention to my risk management, and I did blow some accounts, but we'll come back to that in a second. I just want to quickly show you some payouts, and maybe, you know, we'll throw up some payouts on the screen just to show you. But if you go to FTMO traders, and the first time you ever get a payout, this is the screen that you'll come to where you're gonna, you know, apply for that payout basically. So my first payout was the 12th of April, was $2,800 US. Then I made like $600. Then I made $3,800. The next payout after that was the big one, was $6,800. Then it was this was the biggest amount I think I've ever made, was almost $12,000 US. And then $8,000, then $9,000, $5,000. So, you know, five figures, high five figures. These are all the payouts I've had from FTMO. These are all the accounts that I've pretty much had with FTMO. There was one account here that I actually, I no longer have this account, but I had this account for over 7 months, and I had been profitable on it for over 4 months. every time hitting about 5-6%. Sometimes I hit 12% on this as well, and I got it scaled to 125k. You know, here's the proof that they paid me out. I made $12,990. Quickly just going into my risk to reward and things like that. On this, average risk to reward was 3.46. Win rate was 45%. It was just a fucking amazing month, and we were just smashing trades every single day. Okay, so you know, if anybody wanted to see proof that, you know, I have been, you know, I've been paid from funding programs. Funding programs do pay, and I've done quite well this year with them. There are some setbacks, there are some rules, and unfortunately, if you have a really bad month and you don't manage risk, you are gonna end up blowing the account. But the good thing is, you can just get these accounts again. It's not even a big deal. I just recently, I just finished this challenge over here. In the verification stage, I passed it within 3 days, I believe 4 days, and I need to finish up the last 2 trading days so I can complete the challenge, and I'm gonna get the funded account, no problem. And there's this last one here, which you see that I haven't traded on. This one here is, look out for this video. So again, you know, consider subscribing, because this 100k that you see here, I actually just bought it today. Today's Sunday, October the 31st, and I'm gonna vlog this whole challenge. So I'm gonna show every day me waking up, looking for setups, looking for trades. Whether I pass or fail, you know, I'm gonna try to post this. Hopefully I can pass this challenge. But yeah, look out for that video. You know, I'm looking forward to doing that. So that's kind of my little insight on FTMO. I was with Funding Talent as well. I had $300,000 with Funding Talent. I got one payout. I was expecting another one, but we all know what happened with Funding Talent and how they, you know, they totally blew up, basically, is what the fuck happened. And then with my Forex funds right now, I have a couple of challenges going on, but there is one account that I have that's live that I'm trading on, and I have a profit right now running of $10,748. I still have 2 weeks remaining before a payout comes. So just wanted to quickly show you guys some of the things that I had mentioned earlier, so you guys can kind of see, you know, I am a funded trader. This is what I do full time. This is what I quit my job for, and this is what you know, I plan on teaching on this channel, of how you can also get funded. You can also make, you know, there's so much money to be made, man, and you don't even need your own money. You don't need your own live capital. All you need to do is be able to have the skill, a strategy that works for you, and you know, you can basically make this money. And yeah, so just a quick insight of some of this stuff, and yeah. Okay, so you guys just got a chance to, you know, see some of the stuff that I wanted to show you. And like I had mentioned before, you know, I'm a big believer in not taking advice from people that don't have what you want, right? And I think it was important to really show you guys some of that stuff, so, you know, you kind of get an understanding of my journey and you can relate to it as well. So now, about the strategy, if you want to learn my strategy, it's very simple. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you're going to be notified when I release that video. I'm currently working on the strategy videos. It's probably going to be about a 3-part series. I'm working on them right now. I'm looking to release the first part of the strategy video this coming week, possibly the Friday or the weekend. And my goal here on this channel really is, I have some family and friends, you know, that have reached out to me that, you know, instead of me teaching them one-on-one, you know, I can just basically teach everyone through this YouTube channel. So I want to share my strategy. I'm not interested in getting like 1 million fucking followers and things like that. I just want to help a few select individuals get funded, use my strategy to maybe come out of some hard situations, quit their jobs, do whatever they want to do. And I think that would be really awesome for me to be able to do that, because there is one thing I remember last year. I was so down and desperate. I remember I used to pray and say that, God, if I was able to become a successful trader, I would definitely help other people out. And if I'm in that opportunity to do it now, you know, why not? So subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Please do that now. And it's not just going to be that strategy that I'm going to be sharing on this channel. I'm going to be sharing a lot of you know, psychology videos, risk management videos, some breakdowns of trades that we take on the Signals channel, which is absolutely free. The link will be in the description below. And the whole purpose of that channel actually is for people like myself who use the same strategy to take those trades, and actually we can, you know, you guys can see why we took the trade, because we all have the same strategy, and it would be really cool for other people to point out some flaws, you know, when I'm taking the trade and say, hey, you know what, this doesn't match the strategy, or we should be looking at this level, or we should be doing this and that. So that's my goal, man. I want to help some people out. I want to help some people get funded. Also on this channel, I'm going to be doing a live FTMO challenge, which I just signed up for. We're also going to be doing a bunch of videos all around the topic of Forex, you know, how I prepare my week, how I look out for, and yeah, man, I'm super excited to get started with this series, with the strategy. I can't wait to show you guys everything I know. So please, yeah, give the video a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, and I will see you guys soon.